Yeah, fellows, welcome to another Player Supreme episode. Today is Christmas Day, and I want to wish you guys all a happy holiday during these holiday times. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy Christmas. I saw a brother look just like my dad when he was young. It kind of took me by surprise there. Only difference was this guy's hair is a little bit lighter brown. My dad's Native American and African jet black hair. He didn't have brown eyes, he had really dark eyes, like Native Americans. I want to go over some of the comments and talk a bit. I just did a podcast show. One of my fellows on my site is really struggling. If a girl's choosing, he still can't step over. And the brother made a post about it. And he bought us some kind of PUA word. Let me go see if I can find that fucked up word. Let's see. I keep hesitating, and freezing up. I went and Googled it, and I already knew before I started to that this was a PUA word. And of course, or I should say phrase. And the phrase is only found in the PUA community. What was it? Oh, here it is. Positive reference experience. I guess I need what the PUAs call positive reference experience. It's basically a ladder of success. You know, get a little baby success and build on it. So I tell them what you need to do is grow your balls and be a man. All that PUA shit that you read is one of your fucked up problems. You guys who read the PUA stuff, PUAs complicate the simple. They create these kind of phrases like this. Positive reference experience. Huh? What kind of mumble jumble is that shit? Positive reference experience, Jovina. Complicated and simple. You need to take baby steps. How hard is that to say? Take small steps if they don't like the word baby. Get a small piece of success, and just keep adding on to it. Revel in that success. And that's one of the things that's bad about PUAs. It's all negative based. It's all fear based. The whole style is fear based. A woman ain't gonna like you. A woman, you got to do all this stuff to get her to like you, and it doesn't work on the person itself, the man inside. Basically, if you guys just fucking grew your balls, start acting like men instead of bitches, you'd get more women. That's it right there. Start acting like men. And I know it's easy for me to say that, but it's true. You start acting like men, the problem goes away. Period. Okay? When you start reading all this complicated shit, where they're complicating the simple, know that you're in for opening your wallet. But I've never seen an industry create all these new phrases and code words and what was that one that used to crack me up? Alpha male the other guy or some shit like that? Huh? You're talking about a nerd getting his ass beat. Basically what you're talking about. Why don't you call it what it is? Nerd goes to the club, tries to outdo a regular dude, and gets his ass beat. When that one came out, I totally objected to it. I said, these motherfuckers get their ass beat. I used to bounce in clubs. I know what's going to happen to them. They're going to go around, well, you're stupid. Woo! He's not going to make it. Comments under Dylan Roof. Me frun. You know what? I gotta get my fucking glasses. Let me get something cool. No, let me do the nerd.
Wait, you want some tape around the middle?
Yeah, I need to tape up the middle. Sorry to make fun of nerds, but there's too much ammunition there. I feel that the most vocal of white supremacists in the alt-right that you see on YouTube are just like Dylan Roof. Yeah. You ain't joking about that. They are usually adult males who live with their parents and blame their issues on non-white people for hindering opportunities. They also absorb bad information. Like, they believe that blacks get the most welfare dollars out there when it's not true. It's actually white people that get way far the most welfare dollars. The crime rate, the crime rate is worse in the white community than is the black community. But our media focuses on black crime. That's to make so that, no offense to you white folks listening, but make your race feel good. In the case of Dylan Roof, I remember he was angry that black men were dating white women. There you go. I sense this a lot with these millennial racists. Really? I wasn't aware of that.
Word last night.
Wow, there's an old video someone commented on with that... I forgot his name now. Well, there was a dude that I used to be friends with till he started, well, number one, he was on drugs. I don't hang out with druggies. I finally figured that shit out. He couldn't remember 1 minute to the next minute. Then he ratted on me to this female. I guess he liked her. She liked me, and I didn't like her. Remember that real dark-skinned sister who wore tennis shoes at the coffee shop? Yeah, she lived in a motel with her kids. I kept talking about it. You just shit about it, yeah. I don't know. And then she was actually a nurse. But she was real ghetto. And not the sharpest tool in the shed. Yeah. Was it Brother Jay? Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Brother Jay, yeah. That was his name. He also tried to rip Jovina's son off, doing some repair work for his son. I recommended him. Nah, way too much bullshit over that brother. And his girlfriend was fat. She was a mulatto, but she was fat. She looked like a fat rabbit. I could picture her in a bunny suit. And then she'd go, listen!
That day at breakfast, when we had breakfast here.
Yeah, when we had I invited him over for breakfast, and yeah, that was Jovina was just talking about it now. Not a good example of game. He knew some game. He's a brother from the hood. So for some reason, people like that because he was hood talking and down to earth. At least the black dudes liked it. Geo, oh shit, left my ass off. Never cry for a female. This is a weak male for you. Under what weak men do. Someone posted, which I put up there, the pre-video. The pre-video showed him going up to the couple while they're sitting at the table and getting into it with the dude. And the dude, pushed him off him. And they start walking out. That's when he got flipped. And someone tried to come in and say, but that is fake. I hate when people do that shit. Just watch the video and let's just take it as it is. Didn't look fake to me either. But whatever. Fake, not fake, I don't give a fuck. Michael Nolan, to be honest, most of what you showed, there are femme clothes. Jackets with long arms are femme. A jacket with long arms is not femme. A jacket's supposed to have long arms. In America. I'm not in Ireland. Maybe you guys have your jackets cut off here or something. Or maybe up here. You guys wear the vest jackets. We wear long coat, regular coats here in America. Jackets with skinny midsection is not masculine to me. I understand. I'm not going to argue with him. I didn't show any jackets, by the way, fellas. I showed sweaters. Don't know what he was smoking, what he's on. And I know that the jackets can look feminine. And I forgot some of you guys are feminine. I'm not feminine. So the jacket would look or the sweaters, got me saying it. The sweaters look just fine on me. But I do need to take that into account. Some of you guys are kind of feminine. You're not hitting the gym like you should. But I do have an eye for what I like. just about all the black dudes hate the shoes that I showed. Those big clunky shoes that I used to wear to the club for my tough guy look. But they worked. It worked. Instead of trying to argue, motherfuckers should need to try the shit out first. Instead of just looking at something and saying, nah, I gotta wait for me. Motherfuckers need to step up and accept, maybe I know something. I mean, maybe I might have learned something in my 57 years. Guys realize I'm almost 60 years of age, right? Think about it. 60 fucking years of age. My next birthday, I turned 58. And I've been talking to guys since I was 42 or 3. That's a long fucking time to be on the internet. Let's see. I'm not going to go back and comment on Michael's other comments. You can read them if you want. I just don't feel like when people don't want to accept what I have to say, hey, your struggle. Now, this comment, I got to call a Tillerman out. The jackass, and he's a jackass, fucked up nerd, a fucking geek, the idiot that went to jail over raping. I found out they were Asian chicks. He wasn't even trying to hunt white chicks. He was hunting Asian chicks. They go to bars to meet white dudes, it looks like. The girl that was raped, I believe they were Asian that was involved in that. Then he quotes, of all places, slut hate. Tillerman, I almost banned you for that shit. You come in and put a quote to sluthate.com on my channel. We just say this phrase, N-word please. He goes, I read the blog of Jason Berlin. A guy with who's a rapist. I won't believe a fucking word he says because I have intelligence enough to see the fucking truth. I read the blog that Jason Berlin wrote. Can you guys believe this shit? Well, some of you guys are like this. You can probably believe it. That he read the blog and believed what the motherfucker had to say. A guy that preaches go to bars to find the drunkest bitch that's stumbling out of the bar and go for her. And then he makes some Asian chicks. Talk about, low-hanging fruit, then the lower-hanging fruit. And think that's game. He thinks he had some fucking game. Going for drunk females, period. Of any race. And I'm not saying Asian chicks are bottom barrel. It's just that for white guys, the Asian chicks wants white guys. Don't call me on that. That's just my programming. They want white guys. They're low-hanging fruit for white guys. You could be an old, fucked up white dude and still get Asian chicks. I see them at the store. I've talked about that. I see these old fuckers with an Asian chick, like mail-order brides. So that's not game. I don't see that as real game, real seduction. There was one video out a couple of years ago, or a year or something ago, where this white guy over in an Asian country looked like he was stole this Asian guy's girl. That wasn't even the truth. The guy actually came to my channel and talked about it, who put up the video. You do want to go where the chicks are digging you, but damn, you can't get a white chick? I hate to say it like that, but damn. If you find your own race ain't attracted to you, and use that whole thing that, the Asian chicks that want to, marry a white guy, you guys are the better ones to marry. You guys have good credit. You can get them in this country, or even if they're in this country, some of the Asian chicks, they have low self-esteem, racial self-esteem. So they want to marry outside the race. The Asian brothers know about it. I can't even finish what the dude said. Jason Berlin wrote that the girl even said in her own words that she wanted the dick. Really bad. Do you see what I mean? The woman was drunk, and I wouldn't believe a word he said either. Okay? He's trying to defend himself. But as soon as her friend entered the room, instead of taking the shame, she cried rape to avoid the responsibility. No, she was passed out drunk. Everybody said that. He's now trying to change the word. See, you got to put two and two together. Use your head, man. She was fucking laying there vomit. How's she going to say something when she's passed out? See, the story's now changing. And if you had an ounce of intelligence to be able to see this, you see he's changed the story. The friend said she was passed out. All right? Other people said she was passed out that was there. And now this dude wants to change the story? He wrote about how she was passed out. The Asian chick felt so embarrassed that her friend saw the aftermath. She was laying in her fucking vomit. Does that sound like a girl that's... You probably don't know anything about girls, and when they get drunk, I've seen them get drunk at clubs. It's nasty. They're vomiting on the sidewalks, in the parking garages, on the floor in the clubs. They don't know what's going on. I've been that way. One time, and it took over a month for the dizziness to go away. Alcohol poisoning. I was dieting. Some clients took me out, and I had a couple of Long Islands on an empty stomach. I'm laid on the sidewalk. The guy, he was a dentist. His family owns a famous car dealership in my town. I'm laying my head in his lap while the MAC makeup chick came to pick me up. I crawled out of her car up to my apartment because I couldn't walk. And I was praying for the shit to end. I couldn't even teach the next day. So I've been there once. And the reason why I had so many Long Islands is because we started a place that sold sangrias. I tried one of those. I didn't like it. And across the street was Faces, that gay place. And they wanted to go in there. There was a couple of girls, clients with us, and these two male clients. So I went in there with them. And I was uncomfortable, so I drank a Long Island. Then I was still uncomfortable. I drank another one. I had 3. After you have the first one, your head's spinning on an empty stomach. I've been dieting for weeks. Nothing in my body. And bam. I would never do that again. And normally I just have 2, but I don't drink strong shit like that. That's what they were drinking, so I had one. Learned my lesson. So when you're in that state, you don't know what you're saying. If she even said anything. I don't think she ever said anything. I think the guy's lying his ass off to cover himself. Talk about she felt so embarrassed. It goes, all in all, just to avoid females who seem too drunk in order not to be in this position. See, you must be Caucasian as well. Because this is what Caucasian guys do. 68% of the rapes out there are committed by your brethren. According to 2015 FBI stats. And that's just not a good thing, man. So I'm not even going to entertain this as being truth. You're not someone that I really want on my channel. If you're going to defend these fuckers. You fucking know how PUAs are. They're the types that would fuck a girl in the bathroom and think it's a big thing. Obviously the bitch is drunk. So they think drunk sex is the way to go. No art to their lovemaking. Just bang a bitch. What do they call it? Pump and dump? I didn't make up the word. They made it up. Pump and dump. That's just No class. Then you have to quote a paragraph from the blog. After a little bit, Beryl comes out naked saying, Jason, I know it's choo-choo time. Never mind. I get up and walk towards the room. Writing this now, I already see a huge mistake. I came in with all my clothes on. I should have taken off. You got a drunk bitch in the room? You know what? I'm done. You know what, Attilaman? Goodbye. You type of supports that behavior. I don't think I really... Yep, you're Caucasian. I don't think I really want you around here. And delete. Jovina.
Huh?
Backdoor.
Backdoor.
MK Ultra. Okay, on the back to the clothes. You can find those all over Amazon and eBay. All that stuff is made in China in slim fit. I found that to be true also by the sizes, because they'll have Asian sizes next to it. Inflated ego. Goldmine, definitely looking at these outfits. I wonder if they ship to the UK though. Now we got a positive comment. Sorry, MK Ultra, you do a lot of negative comments. Like, this is old. That's why I was making fun of you on the forum. John Jules, well said. The truth hurts, but has to be told under Isn't It Time? T-Man. Let me have some more coffee. Are you related to the guy from the Whited Out series about the black Hebrew Israelites? I would never, T-Man, I would never, ever have a damn thing to do with Hebrew Israelites. Okay? Ever. I would never have anything to do with them. Ever. I'm not a fool. I don't follow these things that pop up out of nowhere. I'm not into religions. I'm supposed to be eating my breakfast. It's getting cold. So I'm going to eat and teach. Oatmeal. Don't like it? Fast forward. J-Man, Donnie is awesome. He should do a YouTube channel. Thanks for the compliment to my son. Rennie Stevens says he liked this video. Weak men. Brandon Howard. You're right, it's time to wake up. I'm here to change my life and win. I'm all ears for your knowledge and truth. See how deep that one goes. A lot of the games be sold, not told. And that's one of the mistakes I've been making. Just telling the game without charging. That's why I'm switching over to consultations. Hopefully you won't be like the pun from my site, the pun. I gave him advice what to do. He did just the exact opposite. The same shit he's been dealing with 3 years, he's still dealing with it. Brandon Howard. Thanks for the comment, though. Amun Ra, he changed his name to something else. Actually the same name. You guys remember Amun Ra, young fella? Because I'm sick and tired of being a bitch-ass motherfucker. I'm going to do whatever it takes to become a stronger, fearless, assertive, intimidated by no one type of dude. I wanted to say something about that, but I think I'll just save it. Sylvester White, true. My game is tight, he says. I'm just starting to conquer my subconscious mind through studying it. This is the center of your manhood. As a man thinketh, so is he. That's from James Allen. I read that in high school, by the way. That's how long I've been into consciousness. Hold on one second. I don't see it as the center of the manhood, though. Your masculinity is the center of the manhood, of your manhood. It's the center of everything. Everything that gets dumped to your subconscious mind comes out on the outside of your life. All the shit you've said to yourself goes down to the subconscious mind. All stuff, I should say, you believe about yourself. Because the subconscious mind doesn't read in words. It reads in pictures and feelings and stuff like that. So how you feel about yourself, that energy gets dumped into the subconscious mind and it gets acted out in real life. So you guys are literally programming yourself to fail because you're not aware of the power of the subconscious mind. It's the source of everything that's going wrong with you. It's the shit you done said to yourself that controls you. That's what Depeche is having trouble with. He does the deer cutting headlights look when a girl notices him. That's just bitch ass. Depeche. That's total bitch assness. To be afraid to step over to a female. All of you guys who are suffering from that. That's total bitch assness. Grow your balls, step the fuck over. And the Weak Men, 25 Jai. All Facts Brother channel needs more videos like this to rid ourselves of bitch assness. There you go. Raul, same video. Weak Men. This video is painful for all those weak men. He says mans. I'm a weak man. Yeah, that's why you wrote mans. I have hope a day come back and say I became a real man. And alpha, fuck the alpha shit. Just become a real man. Alpha is something from our history, really. You're either born it or you're not. I know they had the nerds created this new concept of an alpha that in certain situations a male converts to an alpha. Nah, that's the male being assertive and taking leadership. Has nothing to do with alpha. But he goes, thanks, Player Supreme. Brain Fury. Same video. A man like that should be banned from female contact forever. What's the point of having balls if you let that happen? He also says, what's up, Supreme? Here's the ultimate reason, great example of why women hate weak men. A black MGTOWer. All these men's rights groups, they start off that way, but they eventually work to devolve into hating black people. Talking shit about black folks. That red pill dude, he hooked them in with talking about, men's rights shit. And then what he resort to doing? Look at Negroes. Look at these dirty blacks. A black MGTOWer saw a black woman get called a nigger. When she approached the punk-ass racist man, he beat her in the head with a wet floor sign, and the black MGTOWer just stood by and watched the woman be attacked for 3 fucking minutes and did nothing. What a fucking coward. I saw that video, though. It's been all over. But obviously he's a coward because he ended up in MGTOW. That's a black man with no balls. You can't go out and do what a man does. And there are black men like that. A lot of them. Amon Ra says, same video, I admit I'm a weak man. I'm constantly working to become strong, that strong, assertive man. It's no fun being a weak man, constantly being picked on and harassed by these ghetto-ass motherfuckers. People will walk all over you and invade your space when you're weak. That's why the comedy said earlier that I was going to make a comment on. It's coming out again. They will take advantage of you, leaving you with horrible past memories. So basically, he's bleeding out his pain with what happened to him right now. He's doing a weak act. This is weak right here, by the way. You know, you're whining about what they did to you. The fucked up, memories, man. The fucked up, man, and constantly climb for the type. It is no fun being weak, laughed at, mocked, bullied, and taken advantage. So, what do you think Amon Ra has poured into his subconscious mind? Even by typing this out, he's reaffirming it. That he's weak. That he gets bullied. That he gets laughed at, mocked. Basically, he's not a man. And he reaffirms it by broadcasting to the world. And he doesn't even know it. Doesn't even see it. Weak men do weak things. That's why you were trolling me, Amon Ra. That's why I stopped talking to you. You were trolling me. You know you were. Weak men do weak things. Trolling is what a weak man does. And I'd never even heard of a black troll, but I guess it's always a first. Christopher Williams. What's up, playa? This is the flight attendant that you speak with from time to time. I joined the ZenMac forum. Use it. Yeah. I saw you on there, bro. You signed up for 6 months. Good. I'm excited to get all the information. You got to ask me questions now. I will answer your questions. Make a post. You want help, you got to ask for it. Let me know what you want help with. That's what I do for people in my forum. You may not like my tone of voice when you get it, but it's there for your own good. Some guy says, when I was talking about, isn't time, he goes, what if you don't get lonely? Because I sure don't haven't a single friend in a decade. That comment disturbs the fuck out of me. How about you guys? A guy that hasn't had a friend in 10 years? It doesn't even get lonely anymore? Well, the good thing is you're not breeding. You're not making more like you out there. There are people that don't get lonely. I watched the video about a guy that, I guess something happened with his girlfriend that fell apart. So he went out to the Alaska woods and lived by himself. Jovina's brother Juan, which means Juan, which means John. Juan. He hasn't... Jovina.
Yes.
How long has it been since Juan had some pussy?
What is that old saying you say?
He ain't had pussy since pussy had him, but yeah.
Let's just say my kids are in their 30s and they were teenagers, so...
Kids are in their 30s and when they were teenagers. He ain't had pussy in like 15 years. All because, Jovina, all because...
He's a jackass.
No. The girl broke his heart.
Oh, yeah, well, he was locked up at the time.
He was locked up.
And she gave up on him.
She gave up on him.
He didn't think that was going to happen.
He didn't think that was going to happen.
Writing her letters.
Kept writing her letters.
And, she wouldn't come visit him or anything. And
Yeah.
that was it.
So basically, he was immature. He's still immature. He's the one that he's one of those relatives you pray they don't come to Christmas.
Oh, God.
We went to her house for Christmas last night, and he wasn't there.
Overjoyed.
It was a good conversation. He's a Trumper. Is he a Trumper? No, he's Ron Paul. He's Ron Paul though.
Yeah, but he preferred Trump over Hillary.
Yeah, everybody does. Well, almost everybody.
Not everybody.
Well, I meant everybody who goes out to the wilderness and shoots guns.
He actually was happy with the results.
Yeah. He looks like he's a bomb thrower. Oops, that was racist. He looks like he's Arabic. Sorry about that, Arab brothers. I said we need to change his name to Mo Bombs last night because he wasn't there. I was looking at their family photos, and you know he's got dark skin. He just has that look about him because he looks angry all the time too because he ain't getting no pussy, and he has friends though. He doesn't deserve to breed. If he couldn't get over that girl that broke his heart while he's in jail. What do you go to jail for? Guns? Possession?
Yeah.
They found a fucking arsenal.
That's why he's not
Portuguese are classified as white, except Jovina's family. Her sister, you can't call yourself white. You look like a brown Mexican. Her father...
classified us as that. We didn't classify ourselves as that.
Yeah, she said we didn't classify ourselves as that. In America, they didn't know what to do. The idiots at the census office said, well, they're from Europe, so they must be white. We're not realizing that Europeans, where they come from, have admix. African admix in them. So, the majority of their group has a white classification. So he hangs out with basically, these rednecks. His little brown self out there with these rednecks. And he talks like them. He wants to fit in. He didn't, when you go to prison, Jovina, you take sides, you join up.
I guess.
Did he join up with somebody? He must sound like he joined up with, huh?
I don't know. He never said. He doesn't really talk that much about.
Now her little brother Miguel, he just went independent. He didn't go for the skinheads or none of it. Because they have a black nephew and niece. So, anyways, he ain't had pussy in 15 fucking years, at least 20 years, and all over a female. Like, whoa. So all that has turned him negative towards life, towards women, and these people used to become more and more negative. Highlight for him was going out to Nevada and shooting off. They had some special meet up out there with all the rednecks out here, shooting off cannons. They had military ordnance out there and shit. But he was excited because he actually met a girl out there that actually kind of liked him for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with her. J-Man, what's up? He had made another comment. San X Jonero? If it's Latin, then it's Honero. What are you, a hoe? That's the first thing I said to Jovina. One of the things I said to Jovina. The doctor bitch. The doctor female, I told her I'm seeing someone there. Told her her name was. And she goes, oh, you mean Jovina? That's how you pronounce her name in Spanish. Jovina. So I said to Jovina, she got pissed off about that one. That doctor bitch, let me beat her ass.
She's going to need a doctor.
Huh?
If I ever meet her, she's going to need a doctor.
Quit talking. She ain't do shit. She ain't never been a fight in her fucking life.
No.
I don't like people talk big shit.
Because of that.
Huh?
I don't have to have been in a fight.
I can't see her fighting. That's just ghetto shit. You jelly. Toastmaster is one of the best goddamn things I ever done. Personally, besides meeting you, Player Supreme. Thank you, you jelly, for that comment. And you're right. One of my private clients, I just was talking about that the other night. How if he wants to get rid of that certain thing that he has in his head, join Toastmasters. Spooty says, I need this kick. Cool. Guy Fortune, Preem, I hate to be annoying, but can you give me the guy's Channel who you recommend. I didn't recommend anybody. We watched this video regarding conversation. I don't remember what it was. Thanks. I think I played the video, so go back and listen to what the video said. I don't even remember the fucking post I was reading. Either way, I'm not gonna. I have no idea what fucking post that was, man. Let me see if I see it in the top of my forum. If not, we're out of luck. I keep hesitating. Let women choose. Does size matter? Laid new chick. Experimental mind fucking. Another look at hoe chasing. Okay. Let me go to the main forum. My post. How to keep a secret. If you lost all your pussy today, what's the first thing you do tomorrow? Let me share that with you, fellas. If Jovina suddenly wisened up and walked out on me, she suddenly, got smart and left me. She might wake up one day and say, I'm out of here, motherfucker. No, you out of here, motherfucker.
It's my house.
Yeah, it's her house. Yeah. My family owns this property.
Well, it's not my house, it's my brother's house. That's what I said, but...
Yeah, your parents sold it to your brother. We should fix his brakes. I warned her brother about that, man. One day we're going to fix your brakes, man. First thing I do is go outside my house, dressed to attract, and look for eye contact, and step over when I see it. See, I don't have that problem Depeche and other people have. I've got a pair. I've got an old fucking 60-year-old practically pair of balls. So I'm well past that immature bullshit.
60-year-old balls?
6-year-old. I notice my balls are hanging even lower now. That like they get when they get old, they get all. I don't want to talk about nuts, but they get big and hang. TMI, yeah. So I've got a big ass old pair of balls. 2, I would dust off my online profile on POF, sharpen it up. I'd put the closer in there. If you like what you saw and read, then send me a message. I still get messages, emails, without it in there. But you always want to make sure at the bottom. Tell them what you want them to do at the end of reading your profile. If you like what you see or read, then drop me a line. Maybe we can do a cup of coffee. I said I'd be fucking by the end of 7 days. Now, we're in mostly a black neighborhood. Wouldn't you agree with that, Jovina? There's mostly a lot of brothers over here. Sisters. Black neighborhood. South area, south side. We always shovel the blacks in the south area.
It's kind of mixed.
It's mixed, but a lot of brothers. I grew up in Rancho Cordova, and it was not as many black folks. Retired military. So it was a lot of whites, a couple of Hispanics, a couple of Asians, and blacks. We were like the second population, so to speak. And we always knew Southside was most of the black neighborhood. So anyways, all she got to do is put on her tight jeans and go to the gas station. And act like she's helpless or something, She can replace me quicker than I can replace her. But I will be fucking by the end of 7 days. So I don't see what you guys' problem is. You guys have been spending years on this shit. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Okay. Time to end this mess. Weak men get married. Weird no fap jerking video. Hunting mode engaged. Depeche. I think he thinks by blasting out with a post, it's going to make him do something. And that post came and went, and now he's got a new post. Observation skill time. Yeah, and I'm picking on him. I'm trying to motivate him. I'm trying to put my boot up his ass. For guys with bad convo skill. Okay. I think that was Remo.
My name is Chris Jones, and I'm a professional.
Yeah, Chris. It's titled, How to Never Run Out of Things to Say keep a conversation flowing. I have no idea who did the video, because Remo, he does this thing where he shares a video. I think he's getting paid for that or something. But it doesn't go straight to YouTube. You click, it says at the top, basically it's his screen name, shared a video. And he does it all the time now. I'm going to ask Remo, are you getting paid for that? I just go to the top and I click the link on the video. Then I come and post it within the forum so the video shows up. If you do the share thing, I guess you get a different kind of link. Because the video should show up as a video when you post a link in the forum. All you got to do is go to the top in the address bar, click in it, then right click copy. You know how to do it. I'm just fucking with you. Okay. So there you go, there, fella. Dawn. Great show, Supreme. Especially the ending speech was powerful. Holding her hand at the coffee shop and speaking to her about the future that you're going to build because you've become that type of man. Remo, MK Ultra. In regards to some of my past experiences for sports, I grew up playing sports and still play some depending on the weather. Growing up, we got first, second, and third place. But after that, you were shit out of luck. Exactly. I was talking about they have this, the millennials, some of you guys grew up with this, everybody wins nonsense. And I said nonsense. It feminizes you, makes you complacent. No incentive to strive to do better. Why do better if everybody wins? Everybody gets a cupcake. No. That's not the way life is out there in the world. That's what's bad about that. It doesn't prepare you to go out there into the world and become a winner. Hold on.
Yeah, sometimes you lose.
Yep, sometimes you gotta lose.
We were just talking about that last night.
Yes, we were. Our cousin was talking about that. She has 2 little kids. And she has her kids on that league where everybody wins. Versus the comp leagues, competitive leagues. So, of course, you know, she's a woman. She don't want her, well, she has 2 daughters. So I can see with girls, you know, they're not very athletic. You know, girls aren't athletic. At least they weren't in my days. You know, they run with their knees, go out, so their legs go out the side when they run. I know there's some great sprinters out there that are women, but I'm just talking about women in general. Nas Wilmer, I honestly see myself, a lot of people like this. Dylan Roof. I'm sorry to hear that, man. The fact that I'm 25 and still living under the authority and control of my parents. You believe you're living under authority and control of your parents. You're 25 fucking years of age. You're basically living in the house, obeying the rules, which what you should do if you're living as your parents. The idea is to get the fuck out at 25. They're Nas. Why the fuck are you in your mama's house? You haven't learned to even take care of yourself, step as a man. That's one of the things I'm going to make sure that as I increase my business, I'm not going to work with a dude that lives at home with his parents. That's not a man yet. I only want to work with men. You know, why should I have to struggle? We're going to do they ain't willing to even go out there and become a man and get the fuck out of his parents' house so he can live his own life as a man. How can you try to become, you know, half a man? That's like fucking half a man. You go out there and increase your masculinity. You still ain't a man yet. A man's in control of his own destiny. His own environment. It's like put on a man suit and walk around strutting around like thinking you're a man. Don't do shit halfway. So, right now, I only have one that lives at home. But in the future, no more of that shit. It's just too hard. Right now, some weak motherfucker wants to complain about me eating my breakfast. Instead of appreciating me doing a fucking video, instead of eating, this shit's cold now. and I'm on Christmas Day doing this video, watch a weak motherfucker, man, I wish you wouldn't eat your food. I hate those slimy son of bitches. That type of male. Some nerd named I94YEH2P says, "God damn, he dropped a tough love grenade in the place." The sad thing is, this is the way parents and real friends are supposed to talk to you sometimes. Most people want to be polite all the time, yeah. And Nas is back. "I'm trying to change my body right now." Nas, you live with your mommy and daddy, right? Yep. Consistently following a bodybuilding program. You know what? Cool on that there, Nas. You should join Toastmasters also. Michael Nolan is talking. He's mentioned nice guy programming. We'll move on. That's I'm done. We're done, fellas. So, New Year's Day is coming up. What are you guys going to do? How many of you guys are going to sit home and play video games? How many guys are going to go out there and try to get laid? Or at least get a phone number where you can have the potential to get laid? The males, can't say men yet, the males, they're going to go out there and try to make something happen. I don't know everybody yet, so I don't know which one of you guys are men or not. Well, if you're men, you'd be out there doing the damn thing, right? The weak motherfuckers are going to stay at home and make excuses why they don't want to go out. It's too much money. That one always cracks me up. That's just a bitch ass excuse. These jackasses will spend money on a video game if they don't rip it off and steal it. So that's not even an excuse. It's too crowded. I've been there on New Year's. Yeah, it's crowded. I like it. I have social anxiety. You're a weak motherfucker. No, you're a weak motherfucker. You guys have social anxiety. That's a weakness. Seal that hole up in your game. Fix yourself. Unfuck yourself. You're the one that fucked yourself up. You were probably maybe bullied in school and you retreated. So when you go around people, now you start shaking and quaking. I don't like being around people. The weak motherfucker right now is thinking, you shouldn't make fun of it and talk about us like that. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Because you're the ones who are trying to become men. And I'm trying to show you the path. You think I didn't experience shit? I talked about years ago. I was at the height of my game, but I was sensitive to crowds. I didn't like being around crowds. I walked into the crowd at this place called Mace's and got dizzy. All the conversation. Normally your ears, you switch into filter mode. You don't hear it. All the conversation came crashing into my ears. I had to step back out of the crowd, reset myself, then I walked in again. I was able to walk up to the front. But I did what it took to get there. I didn't run from it. I didn't suddenly start quaking and crawling back to my car. That's the difference between a man and a weak male. Again, weak motherfuckers do as weak motherfuckers do. You do weak things. You troll. You make weak comments. You do the deer caught in the headlights look when a girl's choosing up on you. You blast out with shit. You try to force yourself to do something. Good luck with that one. You do have to force yourself to do something as a man. You know, that's what it's going to take. But you've got to learn. Hold on. Jovina, put this in the microwave for a minute. I'm going to close the show out so I can eat my breakfast, then go to my kids, and then to my mother's house. Take my usual abuse and get the fuck out. No, I'm just kidding. I actually yelled at her the other night. We were at the emergency and she was trying to talk to me like I was an idiot for the doctor and give me the mean looks. And I told her about that shit on the way home. Don't you ever yell at a man. I'm 57 fucking years of age. That's what I told her. I cussed at her too. You shouldn't do that to your mom. You know, I kind of lost a little bit. When I was 15, she was beating me with a broom. I became a man at 15. I took the broom away from her, threw it down, said I'm too old for this. I've been a man ever since. Working on becoming a better man. When you stop taking the abuse of others and you stand up, that's when you become a man. When you stop taking your own abuse and stand up, that's when you become a man. You guys who are doing all this shit, you're abusing yourselves. We're our own worst abusers, by the way. I can only imagine the words you say to yourself. Because remember, those words drop in your subconscious mind. And they become your program. That's a lot of self-abuse. Stop doing that shit and stand up like a man. I've got to go. Peace out, fellas.